Hi guys, this is Tatiana again with EuroHealth Clinic. However, I'm very far away from EuroHealth Clinic today. I'm in one of my favorite places in pretty much in downtown Costa Rica. I mean in downtown San Jose. It's one of my favorite restaurants that called I Love Lebanon. I was making video in Russian language once already about this restaurant. However, I can't say enough about the Lebanese food because it's actually on the top of my favorite food. And so today we order actually a sample of all food that they're serving here. And I'm just going to give you the brief view of what we have on our table. We have kofta, we have shish kebabs, we have falafel, we have hummus, we have our favorite baba hanoush, we have stuffed grape leaves, dolma, we have oh my goodness, we have tabbouleh salad, we have what else? We have lula kebab, we have shish kebab, we have chicken shish kebab and beef shish kebab. We have stuffed grape leaves, we have potatoes, we have rice, we have Lebanese cheese, that's one of our favorite cheeses, and of course we have this great pita bread, of course. So I order mojito, and my favorite, this is my favorite lemonade that made from fresh lemons and fresh mint. And also, so my daughter has just regular strawberry daiquiri. It's right there. And after we finish eating, I'm going to give you a brief explanation of one of my favorite vegetable that called eggplant. It's like this vegetable, I can say enough about that. It has such a great health benefits for us, and it's so I think everybody have to know about eggplants because many people, especially in the United States, they very underestimate eggplants. And when you're talking about eggplants, everything they can say, oh, eggplant parmesan. But let me come back to that wonderful vegetable in a few minutes. Okay guys, now since we finished eating, I just would like to tell you a little bit what I'm doing in Costa Rica. And this is not my first visit to Costa Rica, and again, as I mentioned earlier, we are in one of my favorite places in San Jose, pretty much downtown San Jose of Costa Rica, and in a restaurant that called I Love Lebanon, because as I already mentioned, that Lebanese food is on the top of my favorite food in the world. So what I'm doing in Costa Rica, I'm doing my dental work here because Costa Rica has one of the best medical tourisms. I'm coming here it's for my dental work because I probably have to make special video about that because many people interested about the prices, what I'm paying here, what I would pay in the United States, and what is it worth to come here. Very briefly, I can tell you, yes, it's worth, I don't know, 200 times, 200% it's worth to come over here and do your all dental work. Even if you have one tooth that needs work, it's really, yeah, you would kill actually two birds here. You would have good vacation here, and you would have really good, you would meet really good dentists, and you would pay really good prices, really affordable prices. So anyway, we're not talking about this one right now. Our Turkish coffee arrived.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's going to be pretty obvious. Don't
Muchas gracias. Thank you. So I just would like to show how they serve Turkish coffee. It's really tiny. It's really beautiful. Like I would say, like a shot glass. But yes, this is the Turkish coffee. What we always used to drink. My grandmother used to make Turkish coffee, and she grew up with Turkish coffee. So, and yeah, it's really good type of coffee, really strong and really healthy. It does not serve with any milk, with any lattes and all kinds of, I would say, you know, artificial flavors. So let me start actually my topic, and I would like to introduce you to eggplant and all the health benefits of eggplant. Now, as many of you probably know, many of you not, but eggplant has a great source of dietary fiber. It packs with such a great water-soluble vitamins like vitamin B1, B3, B6, vitamin C. It also has oil-soluble vitamin K. It contains really good amount of minerals such as copper, manganese, potassium, folates, and iron. So it's very hard to find now in any food in the world chlorogenic acid. However, eggplant has naturally containing chlorogenic acid. And somebody having birthday here. Oh, it's a baby. So it has a very healthy chlorogenic acid. What chlorogenic acid does on your body, it's actually pretty much it kills many bad cells. It kills free radicals in your tissues. Besides that, it has really good phytonutrients that you pretty much you cannot find in many food. It's called nasunin. It's very healthy phytonutrients on the different levels. It works on a cellular level of your body. Now, it promotes your blood flow to your brain definitely, and it's also safe you from many cardiovascular diseases. Pregnant women or women who trying to get pregnant, they, sometimes doctor prescribing them some prenatal vitamins, and because it has too much folic acid or just straight folic acid. And what I would say that there's enough folic acid in eggplants, and if you're gonna just consume eggplants on a pretty much regular basis, it's really gonna give you a great deal of this wonderful type of vitamin B. So, because folic acid is vitamin B. It also lowers your really bad cholesterol, and it has a great protection. I probably should mention that at the beginning, because the eggplant has a great protection from cancer. It kills all free radicals in your tissues. It stops tumor formations. It also stops tumor from spreading to another organs. So, and besides that, it fights many very hard to catch viruses in your body. For people who has anemia, they're gonna have great benefits because the copper and the iron that really healthy from red blood cells formation. I can't say enough about GI tract. It's really healthy for gastrointestinal mucosa prolining. It really inhibits cancer cells in a colon and in a small intestine. And also for people who watching their diet because they have high insulin level or they are diabetics or they have some kind of metabolic disorders such as metabolic insulin resistance. Let's say this is very healthy vegetable to consume because it's very low in carb and it's actually very high in dietary fiber. So all people who watching their diet, they have to really pay attention on what especially vegetables they eat because some of the vegetables are very high in carbs. Another thing about copper, copper is one of the most important minerals that helps our bones, and copper is maintain collagen formation in connective tissues and of course in our bones. Now, many people think that whole nightshades, vegetables like tomatoes, potatoes, bell pepper, actually different types of pepper too, but pepper and eggplants can trigger osteoporosis. However, last researches that has been done for last several years completely deny that because it's really not relevant. Eggplant has natural oxalic acid, and oxalic acid actually inhibits a little bit of calcium from the bone. And that's why it's probably would be smart, instead of not to eating eggplant at all, it would be really smart to add some, the calcium rich in other food, let's say, to put it on a plate. People who eat eggplant actually on a regular basis, it's usually people in the Mediterranean region, in Southeast Asia, actually where I came from, in South Asia, and in many Caucasian former republics of Soviet Union. They have the longest lifespan, and they never had any problems. It's very new that people started to pay attention on many allergies. However, the people have allergies because their immune system already very malnourished, and if mother's immune system malnourished, what her child's gonna get. Her child's gonna get the same malnourished immune system that not gonna accept many food and be allergic to many food. So the only thing I can tell you about eggplant that is parents, especially who knows that their children has malnourished immune systems, they have to be careful introducing eggplant because kids might have some kind of allergic reaction, and this is one of the side effects, that kids might have allergic reaction, that maybe like throat swelling or maybe some rash, but however it happens very rarely. And another allergic reaction could impact actually lungs, and what else? Sinuses, yes, another thing would be sinuses, but other than that, there's no side effects. It's the greatest vegetable, and we love our baba hanush. By the way, baba hanush made on an open fire. They put the eggplant on an open fire, and this is the best way of preparation. Another thing I have to tell you, if you're frying your eggplants, of course you're losing a lot of natural health benefits, because the oil that it soaks from the frying, it's killing health benefits. So it would be nice to bake it. It would be nice to prepare that on an open fire. It's nice to steam it, and it's nice to boil it. One of the main dish in my house is called hajab sandal, that we're making this wonderful stew that has a meat. It has chunks of meat, it has eggplants, it has potato and other, of course, tons of spices, including a huge amount of turmeric. So it's very healthy, and this is what's really light and really good on your stomach. Sauce, we call it sauce, it's actually stew. So this is what I would recommend you to introduce to your diet as one of the best vegetable in the world. And it would be very smart if some restaurants would have it as a garnish instead of potato, because actually potato is also a nightshade, but we never complain that we might have some kind of inflammation or some kind of irritation from that. Side effects, everybody eats potato, but however the eggplant has much more health benefits, and I would recommend you guys to introduce that to your diet. If I would have any chance to make another video and show you how to cook that wonderful vegetable, I would do so. Again, I'm making this wonderful video from the place that I really like. It's the restaurant, Lebanese restaurant in Costa Rica, and they all speak. The guys who work here, they all speak Spanish. However, if you are English speaking, they have a guy here. His name is Victor, and you can come and ask to be seated in the Victor sections, and he can explain to you everything, and actually everything on the menu in English also. So all I wanted to tell you, thank you so much for watching, thank you for your likes, and thank you for your subscriptions, of course. So if you have any questions, put that in your comments below this video, and I would be happy to answer as soon as I'm going to see that, and as soon as I'm going to have enough time for that. Well, thank you so much, and you have a wonderful and healthy life. Bye-bye.